Hi Virgo. Hello Virgo. So we have two Virgos within this relationship. We're going to see what is happening now as well as what you can expect for the future, okay? The most likely outcome. Keep in mind, I do have a playlist with multiple different combinations that you can check out called the Future of Relationship series on my channel, okay? So go check that out. Also, if you want to see a combination that I have not done so, make sure you comment it down below so I can get that one going for you. So we're going to see what's happening for you guys. This could be for any type of relationship, so keep that in mind as well, all right? All right, so I see for the first Virgo, all right? So I guess I'll call it Virgo number 1, Virgo number 2. You kind of make it fit for whatever situation you're going through, okay? I'm going to be as descriptive as possible. For the first Virgo we have medicine man or woman. So this could be someone who literally works in the health field or the medical field. I'm also saying this is someone who really tries to heal a lot of situations. So they could be the mediator. They could be the person who's always trying to make things flow in a way that is copacetic and just in a healthy direction. But I also feel like they could be overbearing with trying to fix things, okay? Now the second Virgo has leaving or travel. So there's someone who could be in their own work. They travel a lot, they leave a lot. This could be the person who's always ending their relationship because they have commitment issues or because they leave when the going gets tough, okay? That's what I'm seeing. All right, so let's kind of see, what was the flow for all of this? Where did it begin? Where is it at now? And where is it going towards the future? All right, so when you guys met, there was accelerated motion. So I do feel like you guys hit it off very, very quickly. The amount of time that it took for you guys to really become close and acquainted, lovers, friends, whatever the hell it is, it was very, extremely, extremely fast, okay? So this is a very fast moving situation. When you guys met, the first Virgo was showing up as the Chariot and Daughter of Water. So the first Virgo, I feel like they went purely on emotion. I don't think that they really thought about anything. They felt the vibes were right, and they were like, let's do it, I want to do this. So they really did feel emotionally good about the situation. Now the second Virgo has the Star and the Devil. So I feel like they were very sexually attracted to the first Virgo, or there was a certain lust factor, or they saw a come up or something like that. Whatever their wish was, ultimately they saw the first Virgo as a stepping stool or a handout to get there, okay? All right, so very interesting. The moon, yeah, it was purely on emotion. You guys were purely you guys were like attracted to each other just by emotions. I'm seeing this also could, like, you guys could have met on a day that was very significant in both of you guys' charts in regards to the moon. Or it could have been like a full moon when you guys met, but it looks like energies were very, very, very high, and you guys both fed off of them, okay? So now let's see what's going on for you guys currently right now while you're watching this timeless reading, okay? All right, so currently we have awareness, recognition and reward, and solitude. All right, so I feel like for some of you, you guys could be in the public eye quite a bit. I'm seeing there's an energy of like people notice you guys or they know who you are. I'm also seeing someone is trying to understand their worth or their value within a relationship, as well as you guys could be separated so that you guys can find your value within this relationship as well. Okay, so I feel like you guys spend a lot of time apart, or at this time you guys are disconnected so that you can have more awareness of what it means to be valued and or recognized within your own relationship with this person. So this is very interesting, but it looks like because things move so fast, you guys could have really hit it off in a really healthy way, but it does look like you guys learned very quickly, okay, a relationship is more than just being attracted to each other, okay? So let's kind of see who's who in the situation. All right, first Virgo. All right, so the first Virgo is showing up during this time as father of air and son of air. very analytical, very logical. I think it's very hard to read this person as far as knowing how they feel. I think that they make everything into a statistic or a logical explanation, or you did this because your brain, like they're very by the book, very very smart, but also they don't have enough emotional attachment, emotional intelligence to really get to the bottom of certain things. I see that they own their intellectualism to the point where everything that they say they deem as correct. Okay, and that could be obviously very detrimental to a relationship, because I feel like they don't hear the second Virgo. Now the second Virgo at this time is showing up as judgment. So the second Virgo is trying to decide if they want to be in this relationship or not. They're trying to decide if they're being held at their highest potential in this relationship. So again, I do feel as though even if you're not physically separated, there is a mental and emotional discord happening right now with the two of you. All right, so yeah, we have the Three of Swords, Two of Cups in reverse. It looks like you guys realize you guys' understanding of love are two very different things. There could have been some cheating, there could have been some disappointments. It looks like the interest or the love has faded. It's almost like you guys are no longer in the honeymoon phase. Okay, Ten of Wands. The hardest part has already happened, but it was very very difficult. I do feel like for the majority of people watching this, you guys are no longer together and you're trying to see where this is going. So most likely you are the second Virgo, but I just don't understand why it was so difficult. Like the Magician in reverse, I feel like somebody will play a lot of word games, or their communication skills are really bad. I also feel like they feel like someone didn't try. Like someone feels like the other person didn't try to understand them or try to give them emotional support that they needed. So it really does look like an unbalanced communication issue, which for Virgos I would think would be really important. Okay, so it's all about love. I feel like somebody definitely could have stepped out on the relationship, but I also feel like this has a lot to do with what you guys deem as love. So if one person feels like if you love me, you have to give me money, and the other person feels like if you love me, you just need to spend time with me, it looks like there's a difference in love language, okay? And that's where this really all stemmed from. There also was an issue of someone feeling as though the struggle was with not trying hard enough, not spicing things up, not doing anything new. Maybe someone felt like the other person never wanted to leave the house. There was never any dates. They stopped trying. They got too comfortable. I also feel like there could have been an issue with sex. Like somebody felt like the sex game was just not on point for them. And so it kind of made it to where that's an important factor for them and they couldn't deal with it, okay? With Seven of Wands, I do feel as though someone feels like they just didn't try hard enough. They were like, you just didn't prove to me that I should give all of myself to you, or you didn't prove to me that we're supposed to be together, or that you're the one for me. So it really does look like someone feels as though one of the Virgos feel like you didn't try hard enough. Like, why would I give it doesn't make sense for me to give all of myself to you and you won't even prove to me that you deserve me. And that was a major turnoff for someone. And also I feel like there's something with trust here. Someone broke someone's trust, and that's a really hard thing to get back. And so yeah, it looks like someone really just didn't take advantage of, you know, the opportunities that were given as far as moving forward, making things better. Someone just did not try hard enough, or at least that's how someone feels about it. So let's go ahead and look and see what is going to be the outcome for the two of you. All right, so the energy for the future of your relationship is intuition. So we know what intuition is. It's about you being connected with your inner self, your higher self, in order to make decisions kind of without thinking about it. It's more about just being on autopilot, kind of seeing where you stand on a spiritual and soulful level, and making your decisions based off of that. I also feel like somebody's going to have a gut instinct about something that will kind of give them a heads up to leave a situation, or to know that something is happening, even if the other person does not let them know via communication. All right, so the first Virgo is showing up as wealth. So I feel like they're very focused on their money. They have a lot of things going for them. They have a lot of potential, and they have a lot of things that are about to sprout for them, okay? The second Virgo has Daughter of Air. So I feel like the second Virgo is talking a lot. I feel like it may be gossip. There's an energy of the second Virgo spreading the message or spreading the word. Okay, so I don't know exactly what that is. But for whatever reason, I'm not seeing a connection here. I'm not seeing that she, like, I kind of feel like there's a separation or something. There's distance, whether it's physically or you guys broken up or something. Let me see what this is. I feel like both of you guys know that it's going, like, whatever you both feel, you may not be expressing it, but you know how it's going to end up. Okay, so we have 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Very interesting. I was not expecting this. I see that both of you guys are going to be growing. And I'm not going to lie, I do feel like some of you guys in the future will have a family with this person. I do feel that. I do. Wow. Okay, so it's almost like, you know, no matter what you guys been going through, you guys are still going to grow together and be together in the future. Like, you guys are connected. And I feel like with blood, so like with children, with family lines, with family ties, investments. Like, I feel like you guys are tied to each other whether you like it or not. Wow. Okay, and I feel like both of you guys know that in the deepest parts of yourself, you know that. Okay, so why is intuition even coming up in the future? King of Cups. Okay, so there will be ownership of a relationship between the two of you. Both of you guys know that no matter what's going on, you guys both want to be together, and you don't want to be with anyone else. You want to claim this relationship. You want to own this relationship. I think both of you guys have done a lot of spiritual work on yourself, and you've also, like, if you pray and all of that, I think that you've prayed on this and you're like, God, give me a sign. Is this what I need to do? Like, I feel like there was a lot of spiritual counseling with this. And with that, you guys also had a lot of time to think about this, whether it was you guys were separated to have time to think or together. You guys have done a lot of internal deciding. And I think both of you have come to the conclusion that you want this to work. I think the second Virgo is a little on the weary side. Like, they still want to make sure it makes sense to do this because maybe they're the one who wants to be proved that the other person cares. But the first Virgo is all in. I think they are literally all in to make this work at this point in the future. I think you guys both had time away from family, from being away from each other. I think both of you guys had to figure out your value. And I think after that, you guys had to come and reconcile, and you guys realized, no, I want to be with you. You're the person I want, and we're going to make this happen. So I feel like there was a period of separation. You could be separated right now from this person, and then in the future, I do feel like you guys will come back together. But I do feel like that separation period is a must. You have to go through that struggle period within this dynamic. It's almost a non-negotiable. Once you guys come back together, this will be a very peaceful time for you. This is going to be a very enjoyable moment for you guys. I'm seeing going on vacations, a honeymoon, or something like that. It's going to be very enjoyable. So I feel like some of you guys had to literally do the work to remember why you love this person. You have to really think about that. And I also feel like some of you watching this, you had to literally go back to your ex to realize you don't want them anymore. That you don't have feelings for them anymore. So that you could be wholly committed to this Virgo. Alright, so there's a very interesting dynamic here. So this could be over a long period of time. But for some of you, I feel like it was very quick. So it is very interesting. Let's go ahead and get you guys some advice for each person. Let's see. Alright, so for the first Virgo, your advice is the Ace of Swords. So you do need to work on your communication skills. You need to speak and let the other person know what you're thinking, because they can't read your mind, or they won't read your mind. And also, how you speak is very important. You could be saying something that makes all the sense in the world, but if you say it in a way that's very condescending or rude, it will make the other person not receive that message. So work on how you communicate. Because I feel like the issue is that they don't understand how you feel because you're not good at expressing it in a way that doesn't hurt their feelings, or maybe you just get really closed off when you really want to express that they're your world, okay? All right, Virgo number 2, your advice is the Hierophant. So I feel like your connection with self, with your soul, with your higher self, with God, with the universe, that has to be very strong, because for whatever reason, when that's not strong, I feel like your vibe is off. And I also feel like family, like you have to stay connected to your family. What do you want your family to look like? Work towards that and look towards the long term. Everything is not meant to just be right here, right now. Okay. And the advice for the overall relationship, 9 of Swords. Both of you guys are scared of what could happen. But if you work on actively working on what is happening, the fear can easily go away. All right. So I feel like this will work if you guys both just use your energy in the appropriate ways. And don't be afraid to express yourself, but also be willing to open yourself up emotionally to each other. You just have to work at that. Okay. So that is your reading for this relationship. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. If you want to have your own love reading with me, make sure you email me, lovefromaleo@gmail.com. And if you want to see more videos like this, in particular on my channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We talk about spirituality, astrology, metaphysics, etc. Okay, make sure you are tuned in so that you don't miss a video. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I'll see you next time, Virgo. Bye, Virgos.